Hey, what's going on, guys? Maldiva here, and today I'm going to be doing another live commentary. So I'm going to be watching over one of my past games. This could be the first time I'm watching it over, and I'm just going to basically try to call out good plays that I made, maybe good or bad plays that the enemy team made, and also try to help you all understand what my mindset is in the game and what I need to do to beat this comp. So if anybody's struggling with it or whatever, they're kind of unsure about a few things. So yeah, anyways, getting into it, we're going to quickly go over the talent build that I'm going to be using in this matchup. So everything is standard. Normally, I do play Roaring Blaze in 2s, just because everybody likes to pillar and it's super damp, so any damage you can get out is going to be important. And most people run during the Supremacy Go, especially in 2s. So I don't really like playing it against that. But for this specific matchup, you can get away with it because the Warrior only has like one out. You can just leap, which is huge. It's pretty nice to get him to use his leap, because then he can't do it to get back into the fight if he doesn't have a charge. So that's why I like to use it. He's pretty much stuck, and he's also not doing damage if he's running, which is great. And then my PvP talents, this is pretty standard versus any melee: Focus, Chaos, Fell Fissure, and Root. We need those extra slows and the roots to keep him off of us. And now let's start playing the video. I think I'm going to switch my essences out because I had Crucible Major. We don't really want Crucible Major versus this. I mean, you could... Actually, I could see Crucible Major maybe being a play if we don't play Fell Fissure. So I remove Fell Fissure, I spec into Demon Armor, and then I go Crucible Major just for extra damage. That's kind of an option. But in this game, I decided not to go that route. I just went Conflict, get the Demon Armor, get the extra verse, and then have Fissure and Root. Because it's kind of nice having a little extra slows in there, and the Mortal Strike effect is also good. It makes it really hard for this pally to heal it and late dampening. And the Warrior's kind of going to get stuck in it quite a bit. So yeah, so we're going to place the Gateway down like normal. And now these guys actually have an interesting opener here. If I pause it right there, I just want to talk about this. Their opener was just that the plan that they had in mind, I do not agree with. So as you can see, he charges in immediately. He gets Rake Stun right there. Already have a Maldic on me, so I'm at full health. My Soul Leech is probably, I don't know, it's a good amount of Soul Leech left on the Absorb because they didn't do too much damage. Pally's flaming me, just trying to get me to drop Maldic on me. We get the Rake Stun on the Warrior, so my Druid's just going to dispel the Maldic right there, and he also bops the Warrior. So now we forced a bop super early on in the game because they wanted to just go crazy, get the pressure out, I guess try to get me low and get something going here. But they make quite a few mistakes. So I got pummeled there, which was kind of unlucky. The Warrior, he has some opportunities to get a Fear on my Druid, but he just doesn't take it. And now that really confuses me. It's like, alright, you're going to charge in Maldic, try to get the pressure rolling right away, and he doesn't even use his most important CC to set up, which is kind of odd. And the Pally also doesn't even try to Hodge him. So yeah, here's the Stormbolt on me. The Pally is casting a Cyclo. I have Sharpen, and I'm starting to take damage now. So they got through my Soul Leech, and I locked the Pally on Cyclo because I didn't want to take any damage during this go. And there's the Reflect. I think he was trying to reflect Thorns. I don't know if I would do that versus a Destral. That's kind of really risky, especially now. I saw that he did that. One less thing that I have to go through. So I just dropped the Infernal. I want to get the pressure. They made it evident to me that they're going hard in this opener, trying to force cooldowns. So I need to counter pressure and totally shut it down, which is why I Infernaled here. And he's probably most likely going to run. Yeah, there's the big heal with the Pally. I wasn't able to dispel it. And now he's going and running. And I had a Rain of Fire because I'm playing Supremacy. My Druid is just in there, so he got hodged. But the Warriors, it doesn't even look like he's touching him. He did like pretty much no damage. Gets the bash on the Warrior. I land 2 bolts there. Bam, force the commanding, and now here's the double fear. I actually, yeah, so I opt to trinket this double fear. We forced the sack too. So I had all my cooldowns up. That's probably most likely why I trinketed that. I wouldn't recommend trinketing the Warrior Fear when I'm the target, especially. You want to kind of try to save it for the Stormbolt, and we can see his Stormbolt's coming off cooldown really soon. So now I don't have a trinket for it, but I just wanted to go hard. We forced the sack. I'm happy with forcing the sack, and we got his commanding shot as well. My Druid's in the Fear. I get reflected on my Fear, and the Warrior decides... Oh, wait, I think he got Ursuled back there. No, yeah. So he got Ursuled back there. I spell out the Cyclo again. He's still pretty low with stack on him. But my Druid was able to sit it because there's no pressure. Nothing was going on. That was a really good hold on his trinket there. He gets raked on half. Pally has wings up now for a couple seconds. I fear the warrior to try to get the pummel, but I was pretty unlucky there. I feared him and it broke, and he was able to pummel my Chaos Bolt that I was casting right after it. So that kind of sucks. Now I have opportunity to Chaos Bolt because he has no Storm Bolt, no Reflect, no pummel. I think my Druid Maldicked him there, and then he Stone Formed the Maldic. And then here's the Reflect again. So I just have to wait for a second. Now he has pummel up. I think he was also trying to Reflect Thorns too. Yep, we juke the pummel. Stormbolt's coming up in 2. I actually get the lockout on Pally. This is huge. So we get the lockout on the Pally, and now parry is forced. So the warrior's at a defensive cooldowns. He has no Reflect, no pummel, no parry. It just has Stormbolt coming up now, which I'm going to get stuck in because I have no trinket. So he casts a Cycle on me. I'm looking pretty fine. I get the coil right here. I actually coil him on his big heal, so we can see that. We coiled him right there. He had a big heal going. I think if he got this heal off, the warrior would have been, he would have been fine. But got the coil, forces the bubble. So now the Pally's completely out of stuff. No sack, no bubble, no trinket. Not a good position to be in. And the warrior also has no parry. But yeah, now this warrior, he really needs to try to do something, get some pressure rolling. I think they're going to attempt to go for it right here. I feared him to get his rage and then fake the pummel on that. Pally moves in and gets the Hodge of my Druid. So this is them attempting to set up, but he has no fear out of that. So that's all the CC they have. I was actually Iron Bar too, full hots. This guy he's not even, I'm taking like 0 damage. He reflects my Chaos Bolt there, which gets some pressure on me. And then my pet dies as well because it's getting cleaved. That was kind of my bad. I really should not have my pet that close to the warrior. I should have it on the Pally, but had it on the warrior. He cleaved it, and now he also gets a victory rush, which is not good. So that was bad on my part. We get the bash. He's super low, 50k, but if he's gonna use his victory rush, yeah, which that was dumb of me to even allow my pet to be this close to die and give him a victory rush. So I'm gonna go for the cast here. He actually pummels it, and now this situation I'm okay with. It's like, all right, you're gonna pummel my pet. I mean, it's like whatever at this point. I don't need it. It's not a desperation situation that I really need it. So that's fine. He decides to pummel it and leap over to my Druid, Stormbolt him, but my oh no, okay, he didn't actually bear it. So my Druid's just trying to get away. He's actually doing a good amount of damage to my Druid. It looks like he should be on my Druid instead of me because I'm pretty tanky compared to him. But he just Ursels him and gets away. I land a fear on him just to peel because I just to prevent any unnecessary damage on my healer, save his skins and stuff just for later on. So now he's going to be able to go back into the fight and play offensive, get rakes and rips on the warrior to help me out with the pressure. So now I land a spell lock on the Pally here, which is really sick. Now I feared the warrior. He doesn't have a Zerker Rage. He has Reflect, so that's why I feared, because I wanted to land this bolt. So bam, he can't reflect that bolt because he was feared. Now I'm going to Shadow Fury. I probably, you know what? That Shadow Fury was a bad idea, and the reason is I didn't have enough shards to bolt, so I was just essentially stunning for no good reason. That's not really something you want to do. That's a mistake on my part, and my Druid also went in and rake stunned him anyway. I could have just let him do that instead of me wasting my 1 minute Shadow Fury on it. But here we go. Okay, the warrior makes a play here. So he Bladestormed and reflected my coil. He Bladestorm reflected my coil. I got the coil on the Pally though with the Havoc, which is fine. Pally has wings up for 15 seconds, and now I have to juke the pummel. There we go. We got through the pummel. Now he just has Stormbolt because he has no reflect. So he Stormbolts my bolt, and with the Pally wings, they're going to be fine and topped. But since I faked all the interrupts, it's time for our Infernal go. So he's got nothing. The Pally just recently bubbled. He's going to leap over to my Druid, get bashed. Unfortunately, he was out of my line, so I can't do anything. But I'm going to fear the Pally up here, and this is when I pop my Dark Soul. I have my Supremacy stacks. So I'm going to go for a one-shot on the Pally. But see the big hit? If that tomb, this tomb like completely screwed me over. I was going to 100% kill this Pally. The second bolt, as you can see, I'm halfway through the cast with it. He would have died. But we have the wonderful tomb, and he just gets to walk around it and big heal. My Druid gets a nice rake stun on him, which he human trinkets and uses his big heal on it. So we get that. This is the Maldic go from the warrior. He reflects there. So now we just have to go through the pummel. Pally has big heal. Unfortunately, I cannot purge it. And this is also the commanding shout. So he's used the big heal right there. I have thorns on me. I wall defensively. Oh, yeah. So I wall defensively. I just wanted to power through it, not have to deal with pummel, and just say, you know what, let's get this over with, kill this warrior. and we get sack. So now after that, they should be completely out of stuff. I don't think his parry's going to be up. My Druid Maldic, somebody dispels it. Now he's at like 40k. Pally's out of cooldowns. He gets coiled. Oh, the Pally. Okay. If you guys saw that, the Pally just slipped line right there on the tomb to avoid this Havoc coil, which is pretty sick. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but yeah, pretty insane. Unfortunately, it doesn't really help them win the game. The warrior pummels fire, and now he has no interrupts, so I just drop the bolts. I run out of shards, so I have to Cataclysm into the conflag. His big heal just comes up, but it wasn't enough to save him, and Mr. Warrior goes down. But yeah, overall, that was a really crazy game, especially one for like the commentary like this, because every go we were forcing cooldowns, forcing the right cooldowns, making crazy plays to even squeeze out an extra cooldown from the Pally, like coiling him on his big heal when he just trinketed to force out his bubble as well. Because if a Pally bubbles and trinkets same go, yeah, it's pretty much over for him if we're able to keep up the pressure going. And yeah, I guess they just had a kind of a odd game plan in mind. A lot of people do that where they think they can just run in and immediately get pressure on a Destrolock, but you have to take into account their Soul Leech. He just tried to go in, Maldic go, with no CC on my Druid, where it just gets dispelled, and he wastes a 2-minute cooldown. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it helped. Don't forget to leave a like and comment down below, and also subscribe and tap the notification bell so you're always notified whenever I upload a video. And I will see you all in the next one.